Yes, bro.
And how you been, bro? You been okay?
Manic.
Manic.
It's everywhere at the minute, you know,
everywhere.
with the music, trying to record and make the beats and all that. It's manic at the minute. But I'm good, I'm surviving, I'm here, you know, blessed still.
I hear that.
How you doing
I've been
yourself,
listening to your
bro?
music, man. I've been listening. I got sent a little preview of your account and everything. I listened to it and I was like, nah, this guy hits hard, bro. This guy hits
I
hard.
appreciate that.
How long you been doing it for?
I started recording when I was like 15, so about 13 years I've been recording. But I met a guy back in 2014, and that's when I started like taking it serious, as in like I want to do this for a career, and you know. So I'd say about 2014 I've been trying to push, but really the mindset and the drive has only kicked in more in the past couple of years. So yeah, I've been here still.
So why did you get in the music industry then? Like, what is it?
It's love, you know. When I was telling this guy earlier, when I started this, it was the hardcore music genre, you know, the thumping rave stuff, and I wanted more out of it. I always had a love for hip hop. I was listening to, you know, Eminem, Sticky Fingers, them type of people from a young age. So I thought, yeah, I want to do this. That's cool. They're doing it. Why can't I?
What's your favorite song from Eminem then?
Oh, you know what? He's got too many. You know.
What's your favorite one?
I'd say Marshall Mathers, the song Marshall Mathers.
Do me a little bit of it.
Oh, I don't know. I can't copyright some next man's lyrics, you know. But yeah, check that out. It's fire. If you want to check that out, it's fire.
Check it out. We also don't forget to check out Trizzy's music as well.
Yeah, man.
So my other question for you was actually starting off was, where do you like? What is your long-term goal? Like, what are you trying to do as long-term?
I want to make this something I can live from. I don't want to be wearing Gucci and all this type of stuff. But if I can afford to pay my rent every month and buy a little car to take my kids out and stuff, I'm good with that. If I can make a living doing what I love, then that's cool. You know, I wake up every day and I think, I'm going to work today. I love this.
Yeah.
You know, how many people can wake up and maybe go to work in a factory or something like that and think, oh, I love going to work. Because I tell you, 90% of people, they don't.
Yeah. I can say this myself. Yeah, definitely.
You know, so if I can make a job and earn a living out of something where, oh yes, I'm going to work now. I'm gonna go do this. Then I'm happy with that. You know.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. That's the life we're all trying to live.
Yeah, man.
You know, waking up saying, I'm looking forward to
that's
working.
It. You know, you got to enjoy your day and look forward to your day, innit? You know, if you wake up and dread your day, that's not a good start.
That's not a good start to the day, is it? You've already ruined it. So where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Stages and more
sold out arenas.
That's it, you know. Maybe not on the verge of sold out, but I know that this is a long process.
It's possible.
It's a very long process.
But it's possible, isn't it?
It's very possible. You know, I'd love that. I'd love
to be seen on news everywhere, like seeing Trizzy sold out.
It'd be great, wouldn't it? You know, but you know, it's one of them. If I could get to that in the next 5 years, then that's a blessing from whoever. You know,
it's a blessing from God, man.
That's it. But at the same time, you know, I got to be realistic and. If like in the next 5 years, I see me at least being able to live from what I do. You know, I love what I do, and again, it comes back to enjoying what you do. So if I can keep doing this, I'm sound. That's where I'm going to be.
So let's say, so like you said to me, in 5 years' time, in arenas, like on stage, who would be the one artist you'd love to perform with?
Clapton Conan. Believe, yeah.
What's one of their songs you like?
So many. They got.
I like one of theirs. Ass flips don't even chat too much. Is it this one?
Yeah.
It's when they did with Stormzy.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was from the latest album. You want to go back, check that older stuff, the Tsunami mixtape. That's when I heard of them, because the thing for me is I like listening to lyrics. I don't like hearing lyrics. I like listening to them. So they take a word like bark. You know, you can have a dog bark, you can have a tree bark, you can have different types, but they'll manipulate that word how they want to and make the word play from that. And for me, that's intelligence, and I'm big on intelligence. So
I think it's the same thing. I was watching this interview of Skrillex, you know, the song they did with Justin Bieber, Where Are You Now? That went a huge hit, and they were just speaking about it. They were saying how they were in a room for an hour or two, and they were just smacking on the table, and they would manipulate with that sound for so many hours or so, just to make sure that they're able to produce the right content. And I think it's so important that as artists you do that, because listen, at the end of the day, everyone's out there making music, but what matters is how can you make it so different that attracts people. And I think it's very important what you said, you know, even if it takes hours and hours for you to do something, it's worth it, because you know it's gonna bang it.
See, I'm big on that. I want to give whatever fans I've got, I want to give them the best of me. I don't want to do something and think, oh, you know what, I could have done that so much better. But at the same time, like you said, the creative process, it's a long process,
very long,
you know, and you want that best sound possible.
I think music industry is one of the hardest industries to get yourself in.
100%.
It's one of the hardest industries, and once you've got yourself in it, you're in a win-win situation, because your music will always be playing. Like, I mean, look at Maya Carey, like All I Want for Christmas.
That's it, you know,
like
it can go on
the
for
whole
years.
year. I don't think she's making money, and then just that 1 month she makes the most.
Michael Bublé as well.
Michael Bublé as well.
Comes out at Christmas
trust. It's crazy. So how do you think you're going to impact or bring a change into your listeners' lives when they listen to your music?
You know what, I thought about the same question myself. And for me, I've said for years that the best music is always the music that you can relate to. So if I'm talking about my stories, my struggles, I'm a big mental health advocate. I suffer from it myself. So if I can talk about that on a song and make at least one person feel better, like I'm not alone, I can get through this, then you know, that's my job done. Like,
I hear you, man.
If I just want to portray a message, and I think I can affect people by that, because maybe there's some people out there that are struggling with that type of thing, and they don't know where to go. You know, if you listen to a song and you relate to it, you kind of think, right, I can relate to this person. So I think that's how I can affect people the most with my message or my music, you know.
I hear you, man. And I think that's very important, that because nowadays we see so many rappers that speak about stuff that they don't even do. You know, all you hear about chinging this person, they're doing this to this person. And it's funny, because I speak to so many people on this, and you actually speak to them, they're like, no, I've never even done this in my life. But they're just trying to fit in with it.
See, I run a podcast, right, and we just talked about this very exact thing. I've been there, I've done that, I've had that life, I've done the violence, I've done all this type of stuff that you want to talk about, but I don't see it as a life to glorify. So you'll never hear me talking about that on my songs. I realise that however small they may be, I do have a fan base, and I wouldn't want them to think, oh yeah, that sounds cool, let me try that, because it's not the thing, you know. I'm all about, like I say, intelligence, so I'll flip my words rather than tell you to be doing this, that and the next thing. And it's like you say, when you talk to rappers and they're like, no, I don't really do that, it's for entertainment purposes. It's like, come on, bro.
Come on, you know better than this.
You know, you're influencing people. Like, whether you do it or not, you're going to influence the next person. And if they think it's cool, they're going to do it and influence the person.
Because music is a universal language. It's a universal language that I think even for rappers, you can actually explain yourself in so many certain ways. For example, Logic, when he released that song about depression and everything, like that was such a huge song for me at that moment when it came out. Because I was going through a hard time myself. And when I listened to that song, it made me reflect. Like, you know, I think I was at some point I was suicidal myself. You know, when I listened to that song at first, it was saying like, oh, I don't want to live anymore. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Like, I want to live, but you're saying I don't want to live anymore. And then when you get nearer to the end of the song, it says like, I don't want to die anymore.
Exactly.
And it just suddenly,
it takes you on a journey emotionally, you know. And again, it's a song that you can relate to, and you know, you're never going to forget that time in your life where you listen to that song, you know.
I still remember I was in my room, and it was a dark room, you know, the speakers were blasting from the song, and I still remember to this point, like, I cried my eyes out for that song, and I said, no, you know what?
exactly.
I'm not gonna do this.
So whatever happens, like God forbid something was to happen tomorrow to that rapper or whatever, you're forever gonna remember that moment, you know. Definitely. And it's always gonna stand out. So again, if I can flip it and say, if I could connect with one person like that, that's forever gonna remember, oh wait, Trizzy made me feel like this, or I can connect to that.
Definitely.
Then I'm forever grateful and happy for that, you know.
And even if it means if it's that one person, you know, doesn't always have to be millions or billions of listeners all the time.
That's it.
Which does lead up to my other one, which is, what would be your first thing you would buy from your mill? What's the first thing you would do with that money?
Do you know what? On God's honest truth, I would buy my parents a house.
That's a lovely.
The first thing I've said since about 12 to my mum and dad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy you a house one day.
Hey,
it's gonna happen. You know, and to be fair, the older I get, the more it's like, this ain't happened yet. I ain't done it yet. So it kind of gives me the kick up the backside that I need, you know. But that'd be the first thing. To support my parents would be like a blessing, you know. They raise us, and it's time to look after them one day.
That's a lovely response, because I was expecting maybe like them icy chains, a Lamborghini or Mercedes.
They'd be nice afterwards, you know what I mean? Maybe if there's some change in the bank, I'll buy a little.
Definitely, why not? I mean, hey, if you get up to the million, why can you not do it again once you get up there? It's a lovely answer, man. Yeah, honestly, nowadays, I think many people forget parents.
100%.
And, you know, there's like, they can look after themselves, but listen, they're the ones that grew you up. They're the ones that brought you so far. You are who you are because of them. You know? I think you should never forget them. So it's a lovely answer. I'm definitely up for that question.
Do you know just what we're out? I'm gonna say big up my parents still.
Come on, man.
Big up mums and big up daddy. You know what I mean? Them ones.
Come on, bro. That's respect, man. That's respect. So, who do you look up to then? Just a few questions. Who do you look up? Who do you look up to? Your artist that really inspired you to get to this point and even say, I want to do music.
Do you know what? I've talked a lot about like Eminem, Sticky Fingers, Onyx, them type of people. But the one person that I heard and I was like, this is cool, this is really intelligent what he's doing, was Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Because at the time, I think it was like 2007, 6, I started listening to Lil Wayne. And the way that he twisted his words and meant something, but meant something different at the same time, that caught me. And I was like, that's really smart. I like that. I want to do something. So, pardon me, for me, it was Lil Wayne that made me kind of like, this is it, I'm going to do this is cool. And then the journey began, you know.
That's amazing. But Lil Wayne, I do listen. Well, not now, but like I used to listen to a lot of his stuff. I used to listen to a lot of his
prime,
stuff.
That kind
in his prime, he was the best.
Free era.
One thing I really liked a collaboration where he did with Chris Brown on Loyal. Like I love that one from Lil Wayne. But I like his other songs that he did. Now I don't really tend to listen to Lil Wayne that much. But I know this guy was something different. He was a different guy when he was in his prime.
Created a whole subculture of his own, you know. But yeah, that was the one for me. That was a standout one.
That's lovely, bro. Well, thank you very much for your time, man. I honestly appreciate it. I love you to take your time out before your performance. But also, don't forget to check out his page, his YouTube channel, his Spotify accounts, whatever it is. Just give yourself a shout, a quick shout.
Trizzy Official with a 1 at the end. Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever type of social media you can think of, I'm there with that name, all the same.
And you heard it. That was Trizzy Official with 1 at the end.
Big up, bro.
We'll catch you soon, man. You take care. Love.